YouTube, social media. I have not seen any videos that kind of clearly outline what I want to do here, so I'll just create one. I have a 10 by 16 shed, as you guys can see here, at the back of my property, and I wanted to know primarily how could I go about painting OSB and getting this in a manner where I would be pleased with the outcome. So all I've done so far is applied one coat of oil-based primer, because you don't want the water base to seep into your OSB board and create some sort of issues later on down the line. So I've simply gone in and put a pre-coat on a few of the panels on the inside. My plan long term is to leave that alone, leave the ceiling alone, but primarily focus on primer coating the walls and the floors. Just wait till you see what I do to them. Right, we have a 10 by 16 foot shed by Sheds Direct. And I have not seen a video I like where there was a flooring placed on top of the OSB board. So we'll see where this project ends up, but I will be getting a flooring for the OSB board. Probably go with some plywood, maybe a stain, maybe some painted flakes, not quite sure. All right, so we used 4 gallons of the Zinsser Cover Stain Primer Premium Stain Blocker to take care of all 4 walls. I applied 2 coats and it went on pretty smooth. For those who work with OSB board, you know that first coat will be kind of light and the wording on the the OSB board will show through, but didn't have that issue after the second coat. Now we'll get ready to lay the flooring down and keep you all posted. All right, we're back in the shed. I gotta think of a name for it. We'll figure that out later. But I decided to go with a 1/4 inch 4x8 plywood to lay on top of the OSB board. And for a 10 by 16, I measured out it's gonna take 5 sheets of plywood. Excuse the echo if it's showing up or sounding like it is on social media. I'm new to this. However, we'll see how it'll come along. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back. We have the first 2 panels laid down. And we have some more cutting to do to get it covered up. Check back in a few. One more section to go, and then 2 more smaller strips. Then we'll figure out what to do next with the flooring. Again, social media, this is just a shed. I'm not looking for perfection. We've just finished up the last of the new flooring. Everything's coming together pretty well. Again, social media, this is not perfect. It's going to be a storage shed slash maybe some form of outside entertainment. Stay tuned. We're back out here with the shed, and I still gotta think of a name for it, but nevertheless, what we're gonna do today is mask it off. See how the plywood flooring on top of the OSB came out pretty good. And we're going to utilize this Valspar porch, floor, and patio wood and concrete paint. This is the color I got. And I'm going to try something different. I'm going to put some of those Rust-Oleum paint chips on it. So we'll chime back in later. We're still in the masking phase, and it's just a very meticulous process for me because I want it to be not perfect, but like I said, it's the shed, but I don't want it to be all like, ooh, that's terrible looking. We're almost finished with the masking. We'll chime back in a little while, but as you can see, it's very, very manual. I'm laying on the floor to make sure I get it done properly. And again, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Google, social media, any social media, this is just a shed. I'm not looking for your perfection. All right, we are back. We're done masking with the first 2, I guess, levels of masking tape. And I say that because I went with this particular roller and a 3/4 nap. Sorry about that. Just trust me on that, 3/4 inch nap. It's a thicker roller because as you can see, I did not do any sanding nor priming of this plywood. The reason I went with this one is because it's better for rougher surfaces. And I may need to go and put another layer on top of this one because you can see the height is not quite where I want it to be. So to reduce paint splatter on the wall, if I come up with another rung of tape to this side, you'll see I won't have any impact with paint splatter. So I'm gonna go around one more time, then we'll get the painting process started. So we're finished up with the masking. And as you can see now, I'm below the paint roller level. Should have no problems going through this pretty quick. And yeah, social media, I realized I could have got wider tape rolls, but I'm using what I want at the house. And we'll check back after the paint is down. As you can see, the first coat of paint went down very smooth. It's time for me to apply a second coat of paint as well as the Rust-Oleum paint chips. You'll see that on the next video coming up. Second coat and paint chips. Okay, social media, we're back and second coat is put on as well as the Rust-Oleum flakes. This came out very, very nicely. So for those who are wondering, what's next? I'm gonna let this dry. Let's get a close-up on it down here. And when it dries, I'm gonna put a couple coats of polyurethane on it. Build my shed ramp. And that's it. Okay, we are completed. As you all can see, this came out very, very well. I just have to remove the masking I put on, but pleased with the coats of poly I put on it. Storage shed is complete. Hey, if you guys got any questions and want to ask me about the process, what I did, what did I use, how long did it take, I'll be more than happy to answer. I didn't see much on YouTube about it, but I did want to try it out for myself, and it worked out very well. 2 coats of primer, 2 coats of paint. On the second coat of paint, you simply throw up the paint chips in like a 4 foot by 4 foot section, let them fall as they may, let it dry, and 2 coats of poly.